So how do you play Gladiator Beast in Edison format? Something that I touched on in the deck profile is Waboku and Dimensional Prison. So let's say you're going first, you set 2 back row and you summon a Ready Ari, for example. Here, if your Vayu Turbo opponent would normal summon an Armageddon Knight, they would attack into your Ready Ari and send whatever they want to the graveyard, because there's not many ways that they can get punished. So what if you summon something bigger than Armageddon Knight, be it either a Quest or Darius? They will not summon Geddon, but would they summon Dark Grepher? In the case of a Quest, you could argue summoning Grepher, attack over it. Would they attack Darius? There's a good chance your opponent has to read that you have Waboku face down. So a good player would usually not attack with Grepher into Darius, because there's just more cards that punish you as opposed to doing something else. So what can we take from this? Well, if you open Darius and Waboku, especially in game 1, maybe you just set the Darius. What's your opponent really going to do? If I saw this, game 1, I would assume it's Vayu Turbo. If they think it's a Raikou face down, you could argue them just summoning a Vayu or a Sirocco that they would have pitched with the Grepher, or they may summon a Grepher and they do pitch the piece, but then they still heavily play into your Waboku or Deep Prison. Mind you, you get to see what they dumped. If they dumped something like Necrogardna, or if they dump a Vayu and a Sirocco piece, you can make your plays based on that. Another option is that they do not do this at all, they just set 1 back row like an MST and pass. If your opponent sets just 1 MST here, you just flip up the GB, swing, and then you tag that into a Sekiror. So what I want to get to with this is that sometimes in the GB deck, especially in game 1, it may be worthwhile for you to just set a monster turn 1, instead of summoning it. If you have a Gladiator Beast monster on the field and you would like to summon a Bestiari to tag out into Gaiceris, you can contact Fuse with face down monsters, so you may want to set the Bestiari so you don't play into a bottomless trap hole. If you have a Starlight Road face down and you have a Gladiator Beast monster and a Test Tiger, it is much better for you to summon the Test Tiger here and you pass priority, thus allowing your opponent to activate cards like Torrential Tribute. By summoning Test Tiger here and not use its effect on summon, forces your opponent to use the TT here. Also, if you summon back a Bestiari with Darius, because Bestiari is mandatory, he will still have it to activate. And because of how Darius is worded, it says it's negated by this card. Darius only negates the Bestiari while Darius is face up. If you Book of Moon the Darius, Bestiari will pop. Also, Bestiari will still pop if you Book of Moon the Bestiari, because of how Book of Moon works with negated effects.